I said, it's not Tim Hortons, but it's good. Same thing, people. So she's like looking over. It's fine. Like I said, when you do this too, it's like about what's reasonable. So I don't have to tap for, like, I'm like saying, oh, she can't even look in. You can't even look that way towards the people.
That's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Is boy or girl?
Girl.
That's for her.
Thank you. I'll give that to her in a few minutes. Yeah. You can get whipped cream. What the heck? What? Thanks.
And that's yours.
All right. Thank you.
That's two.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
All right. All right. We're done with that. Let's get situated. That's the thing. We're getting situated here. We got her donut. Move that. Some stuff out of the way here. Gonna multitask here a little bit. And I got my coffee. The other donut holes. Hey, down. Down. See, it's same, just like that. All good. Same thing, just she's doing excellent. So you saw how that all kind of went down, and that's how you want to do it. Just like, you know, you're still in communication with your dog, and she's like the just totally de-stressing here, because it's about what makes sense. Understand that it's about, just like parenting style, it's about being consistent, but you have to be assertive. That's the thing. You got to have authority. It's not about being, you know, overly over the top or anything like that, but you got to be proactive too. That's the other thing, is you got to be proactive. So it's like you got to catch those moments. You got to know kind of where the dog's mind's going before it gets there. You can't let things get over the top or start to head a certain direction. And the temptation is always, this is one of the big things with people, is they want to respond with emotion. Like, you know, what's wrong? Start feeling sorry for the dog and all this stuff. And it's a mess, because then what happens is, to the dog, that's more weakness, that's more stress. You know, it's different that way. It's reverse. So you have to start to adopt a different way of thinking. And again, that can be done developmentally through just taking your time, hanging out in the driveway, you know, just, you know, start to get some foundation going. But you see how well she's doing. So this went within a week from throwing up in a vehicle, totally stressed, terrible trip for her owner, to this. Right? And this is the first time I've done it, right? Because I already know, because here's the thing, is when I get to a point of, say, getting in the vehicle, I already have had a few days through the right method, the right messaging, right, to set this emotion. So when I get to a certain point, this is why you won't even see me using commands with the dog till about day 12, verbally, right? People want to use commands right away. I talk about that, the context of that, packaging, right? It's like it's about the language of the method. It's about the influence being active. So, you know, this has a sequence to it. You know, it's very intentional, which means that, you know where you're at. Like when you're moving forward every day, I know where I'm at. I know, okay, a little bit more, you know, putting the picture to the test at all points. And she's doing great. You know, this is a little extended trip for her, so we're definitely making, you know, doing a big loop here. So just hanging out, just take stress off of her. That can be challenging, you know, of course, you know, this has only been a week, so she's, you know, definitely got to take a little, you know, it's like anything, it takes a little bit of work, but, you know, you just have to take your time. Look at it as like a, you know, a training exercise. You know, that's what this is, a training exercise. But notice I'm not petting on her. Don't get into that yet, not yet. All right, this is about, you need certainty, you need to, because you're, you know, understand, you're reversing. Okay, this is a reversal situation, not on level ground. And I'm not gonna have her eat the Timbit, or the donut hole. Yeah, I'll do that when I get back, because again, I don't want anything in her stomach right now, starting to eat yet. Because again, certain point, yes, you know, no problem. But right now, you know, kind of know where you're at. Don't want to do it yet. same thing. See, I have the leash here in my right hand. I can nudge just a little bit at times. Just help. It's helpful right here. Just see that little nudge there. She's looking up a little bit. Just a little nudge. Just being ahead of her mind. Just kind of knowing. It's like a child knowing. Okay, you know, when you know a child really well, your child, what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do before they do it, right? So if you got a problem, then you're on it, right? You're like, okay, we're not going to let this escalate, right? You already know that, you know, it's an open. Certain things are an open door for problems. So here. Movement, vehicles, all that. We already know that's, you know, she had a tremendous amount of stress on her. And now, you know, it's being consistent and starting to change how she thinks. Get around these dump trucks here. But this is a, you know, a really good video for anyone, again, looking to know, okay, how do I solve a travel in the vehicle issue? Well, this is how you do it. And like I said, I mean, it's always about where you're at. So for example, you might look at this and say, well, I want my dog to look around, I want to pet my dog, I want to do this, I want to do... Not yet, right? There's a time and place. It's like parenting. Once you got a parenting problem, you know, you got to put the time in, and then once you get to a certain, you know, point, you know, in the relationship's gotten better. Well, now we can go to Disney World, right? Now we can go do whatever, and it's going to be fun experience because we've got the relationship fixed, right? The perceptions have changed, and it's going to be a fun time. You know, when you're dealing with a relationship problem, that's not the focus, right? Focus is now you got to be a parent. Can't be about me. Because if I pet her right now I'm making that about me, not her. Okay, based on where we're at. So, you know, you have to understand it's all context, and then it's depth of relationship. The petting just isn't petting. People look at petting and just say, well, just, you know, just petting and feels good. I want to pet my dog. But then you're making assumptions based on perhaps on what's not true, based again on what you're looking at, right? You're thinking that looking at dogs, saying in that moment, oh, dog's calm. And, well, no, it's a mess. And now you're petting the dog in that moment, and then you got to think to yourself, well, if you're perceived a certain way and you're thinking that way, how are you going to get out of it? You know, if what's required is for you to change your parenting style, and you have to start to be assertive, you have to reverse. It's like a type of intervention. Well, it's going to be very challenging, right? You gotta maintain consistency and the right messaging. So she is doing great. So we're on the last lap here. We made the big loop. This is great. So I'm just going to end the video here. We're only less than a mile away from the house. You see she's doing fantastic. But again, you look for a way to, you know, change a dog's state of mind when it comes to vehicle travel. This is the way to do it. Thanks for watching.